Hola amigos y amigas, you are now with Jocelyn with Jocelyn. I know that the lighting is a little dark here, but I kind of like it. Kind of like this natural lighting, dim situation. I just got out of the shower and I literally just wanted to get all dolled up just for you, just for this video, because it's actually really special to me to be talking about my YouTube channel, everything that I want to do for it, and why I love having a channel, why I love being a YouTuber. I I've had a channel for years. I started uploading videos specifically for my business, for my creative agency. So you'll see some of like my past work on my channel, some of my activations, the most recent ones in 2019, before COVID hit and live events were all of my life. And then last year in 2020 is when I really started getting serious about my channel, showing my face on there, doing more vlogs, expanding my content. So even though I'm just starting and even though I'm still a small YouTuber, it's just so special to me. And for those of you that are considering starting a channel or are curious about why I'm having a channel, then this video is definitely for you. But yes, so I got all ready, even got my double hoop situation, my favorite gold Bonita hoop earrings from Viva La Bonita. Shout out to Rachel. This bracelet I got in Sedona. Sedona is like one of my favorite places in the whole world. And I even put on this cute little dress that I'll show you. But yeah, I'm gonna pour myself some tea and light an incense, and then we'll get started. See, I put on this dress for you. Okay, yes. The leaf blower was just here and I'm so grateful that it all worked out. I got here early, he got done early, and now we're here and you can listen to me nicely without some leaves blowing in the background. So, the other day, I was watching my YouTube videos on TV and I was just observing myself. I don't know if I'm the only YouTuber that watches their own videos quite frequently, but I was doing that and I was watching myself and looking at my channel, browsing my channel, looking at my branding, seeing what I have written in the description and all of that good stuff. And I just had like a moment with myself and was like thinking about how grateful I am to have a channel. Like, I really have a YouTube channel now and it's legit. Like, I take time with my thumbnails, I take time with the description and the tags, and I'm learning a lot about analytics, and I am scheduling out weekly videos and putting out at least 2 videos a week. So I started reflecting about all of these things and how I'm finally really starting my YouTube channel. And it is something that I have wanted to do for so long, and I'm just so happy that I'm finally doing it. And so I thought to myself, I should film a video talking about how even though I currently only have 200 subscribers, I just love having a channel. And I don't know, I think it's because I have already had experience being really small at something and then it growing and flourishing, that being small doesn't really discourage me. So maybe if some of you who might feel discouraged about starting small or having a small audience may benefit from this video, but I just want to share why I love doing this. So, aside from always wanting to have had a channel and finally having a channel, is simply having a space to express my passions, to express my personality, to share my spirit, to share my knowledge and the things that I love with you. Like, it is seriously just the coolest thing that we get to do this, that we have access to technology to be able to show ourselves to the world in so many different ways. And I personally, growing up, have always wanted to be in front of the camera. Like, I really wanted to be an MTV TRL host so bad, like so bad. And so now when I see myself on TV, it's like on a different scale and in a different light, but I'm still on TV, I'm still in front of the camera. So it's like my inner child comes out and is just like, oh my gosh, you're on TV. And I just, like, as an artist and as a creator, it's so important to love what you share with the world. Like, if you are putting things out that don't make you feel good, that don't feel like it aligns with your heart and with your spirit, it's just not gonna sit right. And everything that I've been putting out from, you know, when I started a YouTube channel years ago and I was just posting about my work, I'm so happy that I did that. In fact, I wish I did it sooner. Like, imagine if I was vlogging and doing videos when I started my festival and I documented all of that. Like, that would have been so legendary. So I just love that I share my work, and I'm going to continue sharing my work behind the scenes, activations, events, all of that fun stuff. So you can definitely expect to see business videos from me, startup stuff, how to get ideas off the ground. I think I'm currently going to share my process of the collection that I'm currently putting together. There's a few collections that I'm going to be putting out this year, so I think it'd be really cool to share that process with you. And all the other stuff, like the workshops and classes and guided journaling. Like, if you've already been following me either on YouTube or on my Instagram or other socials or my website, if you've taken a workshop with me already, you know that writing and journaling is my thing. And I'm so excited to share that part of myself on YouTube and to do free exercises and workshops with you all on my channel, and to really feel like I am being of service. Whenever I catch myself in my journey, like, not contributing goodness to the world, even though I genuinely feel like just being myself, I'm doing that, I'm contributing goodness, but like really intentionally giving back and giving of myself and of my knowledge. It just feels really good when I know that I'm doing that. And so when I'm sharing these self-development videos, when I'm sharing these spiritual videos, when I'm putting out just really helpful, digestible content that is made with the intention of helping you grow, helping you become a more aware person, helping you feel seen, holding a safe space for you and for others, guiding you home to yourself, making you feel more confident and more capable in doing what you love. Like, it just really fills my cup and my soul. I just like, and just the thought of me growing, my channel growing, and me getting bigger, and me being able to touch more people really just makes me so excited to continue doing this work and to continue hopefully just impacting more and more of you. It just like, it's just, I love it. I love it. So that's another reason why I love having a YouTube channel, is like expressing those passions, expressing all sides of myself. Obviously, there's things that I'm gonna keep personal. When I'm in a serious relationship and stuff, I'm not sure if that's something that I'm going to be sharing. Like, you know, those like YouTube couples that have channels that surround their relationship, which I think is really cool. You know, like if it works for you, whatever it is that you want to do with your channel, like just make sure that whatever it is that you're putting out there genuinely aligns with you and you can see yourself doing that for a while. And I think the cool thing about being a small YouTuber is that you still have that room to explore different kinds of content, because once you start getting bigger and bigger, at least from what I've observed in other YouTubers and them sharing their experience of blowing up on YouTube, it's like once you get really, really big, it's kind of tougher to explore different kinds of content, because once you have a big audience and a big community of subscribers, it's like they expect a certain kind of content from you. Granted, just because people expect something from you doesn't mean that you can't always change, but just putting that out there, that is a fun part of being a small YouTuber, is like you still get to explore and try new things, and that's where I'm at. Even though the things that I'm putting out now, I definitely feel like I'm gonna be putting out forever. You know, sharing my work, which is what I already discussed, sharing self-development stuff, journaling, workshops, spirituality, the books that I'm reading, resources, all that good stuff. I already talked about that. And also sharing my podcast. I just started a podcast and it's honestly going so great. The lineup that I have for season 1 is amazing, and I'm experiencing much faster growth on my podcast than I am on my YouTube. But that still just makes me so excited to have these two new ventures side by side, kind of working together in alignment with each other, and both I'm like really, really, really invested in, like really invested in. Like the last time that I was this invested in something new, to where I'm like learning new things and I see myself invested in this for the long run, was when I first started my festival. Like, so I know that my YouTube channel and my podcast are going to experience exponential growth. And I just, without saying too much and without sounding cocky, I'm just really confident that I'm gonna be a popular YouTuber and that I am going to have a popular podcast. And I love that I paired my podcast with YouTube in uploading every episode of my podcast to YouTube, so it's also a video podcast. So it's really cool when you're able to expand on one thing and give people options, because some people prefer to watch conversations and podcast episodes, and some people prefer to listen to them, and I have both. So it's just cool to see my video podcast on my channel as well. And I think that's why I don't mind being a small YouTuber right now, or like really still growing in a sense, because I know that I'm gonna get to where I want to be. Like I have no doubt that it's all going to happen. And when you have that confidence in yourself, when you know that, when you just know, it's like you don't worry about how things are right now, because you already know that the reality that you want and are working for is already yours and is already on its way to you. You just have to take things day by day and be present in this moment. And so I'm very present with where I'm at with my channel right now, and really appreciative and grateful for this process and this journey, because I know that I'm gonna get to where I want to be. So there's that. Confidence helps, but the storytelling, like my career started as a writer, and I've noticed that, you know, I'm someone that does so many different kinds of things, but there is a common underlying thread in all that I do. And that's storytelling. That's the intention of inspiring and uplifting others. That's holding a safe space. That's having meaningful conversations. That's stimulating the mind. That's uplifting the collective vibration and vibrating higher. And as a writer, as a storyteller, as someone who loves telling stories, because I've genuinely always felt like we all have a story to tell, and in telling our stories we really help each other. And it's been really cool to learn video editing and to learn, get more, you know, to be learning to get more comfortable in front of the camera and to learn new techniques and different styles and all of that stuff. There's just so much that you can do to videos, and learning a new method of storytelling has been so cool for me. And in the future, like me learning how to edit videos for my YouTube channel and creatively directing how my YouTube videos are going to be, how they're going to transition, the coloring, the sound, etc., etc. I'm still working on getting better at all of that. I promise that this year it's going to be chef's kiss. But I see how this is going to benefit me even further down the line, with a long-term goal of me doing short films, of me directing films. And yeah, so it's really cool to, and I think it's like really essential too, when you pursue something and you invest your energy in something, to see how it aligns with all of your goals, with other goals, and how developing a new skill set, if you are starting something new, how it may help you with other things down the line. So that's another thing that I've just absolutely loved, is just learning a new method of storytelling. As mentioned earlier in the video, imagine if I started vlogging and documenting and really doing videos for my channel, like way back when I was like in college. Like I see other YouTubers that are way younger, that are doing their channel and being amazing at doing their channel while they're in college. And I'm just like, man, I really wish that I had pursued my desire to do this when I first wanted to do it. Like, I wish I didn't wait so long. Granted, divine timing, everything happens for a reason. Had I not done everything that I've done up to this point, I wouldn't be here where I am now. Everything would be different, but I genuinely just admire seeing these younger YouTubers do their thing. And I now see my future self looking at myself now and being like, wow, like I am documenting my life, and I'm very mindful of the content that I put out, because honestly, as someone who has always felt destined to be a mother, and I've genuinely, since I was very little, like been thinking about my future kids. I'm so excited to meet my future children. I'm so excited to become a mother. And I do think of like them watching these videos, them exploring my work, them like searching me on Google or whatever search engine is going to exist years from now. And what are they going to think of their mom when they see the content that they see that she created and was a part of? And I hope that they're, you know, I want to make them proud, and I want them to be like, wow, like that's my mom. And so that's like another thing that I think about is just like my future self, my future family, and documenting my life. And again, being very mindful of privacy and the things that I share and how I share them. So that's also something that's just so cool. Like, even if you don't have the intention to, you know, monetize your channel or go like grow huge on YouTube, it might be cool to just like keep it as documentary sake and keep it for yourself, and just be able to look back at your growth and be able to like show your future family or your friends or your future self and be able to see your journey. It's just documenting your life is so cool. And I do that also with my journal. Like, I've been journaling since I was little. That I have been documenting for a long time. And looking back at what I wrote years ago is just the coolest thing. So I highly recommend you find a way to document your life and your emotions and your interests and your growth, whether that's a channel or a journal, voice notes, whatever it is, a podcast. Yeah, it's just so amazing. It's so amazing. And lastly, when I was like browsing other YouTubers, because sometimes I'll take time to like study YouTube and study what's trending and study the content and everything that's out there. And I caught myself being excited in discovering other YouTubers. I was like, oh my gosh, some people are going to have that exact same feeling with me when they stumble upon my channel and they're like, oh my gosh, I love this girl, it's so cool, I love her content. Like, I am so excited for some of you to have that with me and to like look forward to like when I drop a video and to feel like you're growing with me. It just like warms my heart to think about just that excitement that I felt with others, and for others to feel that same excitement and joy, in stumbling upon my work and me and my spirit and my energy, because I am a firm believer that we are exchanging energy right now. Even though we're not here in person with each other, like, we are exchanging energy. We are kind of vibrating on the same frequency with each other in some capacity. When you step away from this video, when I step away from recording, we are gonna kind of settle back into our own vibrations or the vibration of our current surrounding. But right now we are exchanging energy, and I hope that in this exchange, in you walking away from my video and from my channel and from my work and from my voice and from my face, that you feel better. Like, you walk away and you're like, I don't know what it is, but something in me feels good. So there's that. And I've just been someone who just loves building community. Like, my Instagram is growing again right now. I remember when I was super into fitness and super into cooking and sharing recipes and like all about the health and fit life. That's what like my Instagram page was all about, and that's when I started experiencing a lot of growth. And I remember it was just so exciting, and I was like building this community. And now over time, you know, as I've continued to grow and evolve and diversify myself, I've begun to attract all different kinds of people with different interests. But community building has always just been something that I love so much, whether it's like a community that's here to stay for a long time or a community that happens at an event for an evening. I just love it. I'm really that girl that loves to host people, loves to bring people over for dinner, loves to have you over for an afternoon tea, and I will bake some fresh scones, or in my case, because I'm Mexican, some pan dulce, some cafecito, some tea, and just make you feel cozy and make you feel good. Like I honestly love catering to people. I think that's partly why I love being an event planner and why I love holding spaces and creating spaces. And so the thought of having a new community, a growing community on YouTube, I'm just so looking forward to all of it. And I wanted to share this video just so people could understand, like, why is she starting a channel, you know, or like, who is she? Why is she doing this? What kind of content could I expect from her? What is she like? And hopefully in this video, you kind of got a gauge of my spirit and who I am and how I am and why I'm here and what my intention is. You know, 2021 for me is going to be a very, very intentional year. I've always considered myself to be someone who's intentional in all that they do, but I really want to be more dedicated and focused and consciously aware of where I'm investing my energy. And my podcast is one big focus. My YouTube channel is a huge focus. My personal brand, like really building that foundation, and doing all the things that I just have this really clear, vivid vision. And so because I have a clear, vivid vision, which by the way, if you don't have one yet, it will come. Like if you're feeling unsettled or kind of like foggy with what you want to do or where you're at or where you're going, just kind of be present, be in the present moment, sit with that. Ask yourself why, ask yourself how. Be in the state of the observer, rather than kind of like embodying the darkness or the uncertainty. Just kind of step back and observe the situation that you're in. And I promise that things will become clear. But because I'm in that space now where I do have a clear vision, it's like I'm just so dedicated to making it happen and aware of the steps that I need to take to get there. So yeah, I'm really excited about this YouTube channel, and I'm really excited to grow with you and to teach you and to guide you and to really share more of myself and get better at editing videos and get better at content and expressing myself in the way that I want to express myself. You know, 'cause sometimes when you're a beginner, it's like you have this vision of how you want a video to look like, or a poem to sound like, or a song to be like. And because you don't have the skills to create that how exactly how you see it yet, or how you envision it, because okay, I'm so tongue twisted right now, but because you don't have the skill set yet to create it exactly the way you see it, there you go. It's like it's not all there, but it's there, you know, and you got to appreciate that. So I'm just excited to get to that point where it's like when I see my videos, I'm just so like, yes, that is exactly my brand. That's exactly how I see it. That's exactly me. And that's how I want to be known. But for now, it's really all focused on the content and getting better and growing. And I'm so excited to be here. I'm excited to grow with you. And if you want to join me on this journey of my YouTube channel, if you want to explore the other things that I do, check out my description. Go to withjocelyn.com and register for one of my workshops. Get an energy reading. Listen to my podcast. Follow me on socials. And I'm just excited to help you grow, to grow along with you, to be very intentional with each other, to hopefully positively impact your life, to inspire you, to motivate you in any way, shape, or form. And I thank you all who already have subscribed, who are about to subscribe, who are invested in me and my journey. Thank you so much. I genuinely appreciate it. You're a part of something so much bigger, and you supporting my art, and you supporting my art and my work. You are supporting my heart. And I'm just so excited for the growth and to look back at this video one day and be like, ah, I only had 200 subscribers then, and now I have 100,000. Really though, my goal is to get to at least 50,000 subscribers in 2021. So let's go. But yeah, I'm just so grateful for you. Thank you so much for watching if you watched this whole video. And now I'm gonna give you a hug. So come here. Yes. Yes, yes, yes to growth, yes to trying new things, yes to believing in ourselves, yes to gratitude, to meeting new people, to content that elevates us and inspires us and makes us better people, yes to safe spaces, yes to learning, yes to growing, yes to supporting one another. Okay. Thank you so much. I love you. Have a beautiful rest of your day, night, evening, morning.